A new nation. Write your name. Find your teacher's name. A new nation. Thomas Jefferson wrote the Declaration of Independence in about 2 weeks. In the summer of 1775, the Second Continental Congress sent a request to the king to help end the war, but he refused to even read the appeal. So the Congress formed an army. It named George Washington to lead the troops. The Congress also began to move to become independent from England. Its members chose 5 men to begin work on a paper. The text would tell the world why the colonies should become an independent country. The group agreed that Thomas Jefferson should write the Statement of Independence. Jefferson wrote that all men should be equal. He listed the rights that the colonists had not been given by the king. The Declaration also said that government should be for the people and that all people have rights. After Jefferson had worked on the paper for about 2 weeks, it was ready for the Congress to discuss. On July 4th, 1776, it was approved. A new nation was born. Question 1. What did the colonists do in the summer of 1775? What did the colonists do in the summer of 1775? They went to Continental for a request. The colonists sent a request to the king to end the war. The colonists refused to deal with the King of England. Question 2. The King of England refused to read the appeal. As a result, what happened? As a result of the King of England not reading the appeal, the Congress formed an army. The colonists wrote another letter. The colonists made Thomas Jefferson the leader. Who was named the leader of the army troops? Who was named the leader of the army troops? Thomas Jefferson, the King of England, George Washington. Number 4. What did the 5 men say in the paper they were working on? What did the 5 men say in the paper they were working on? The 5 men wrote a letter to the king to end the war, that all men should be created equal, why the colonists should become an independent country. What did Jefferson include in the Declaration of Independence? That all men should be equal, that they formed an army against the king for future wars, that they would not accept the refusal from the king on the request to end the war. Jefferson wrote in the Declaration that 5 men would be recognized for the efforts of the paper, government should be for the people, and that all people have rights. The king could not refuse the war, and that America was breaking all ties with England. Number 7. What is the date that a new nation was born for the colonists? What is the date that a new nation was born for the colonists? Summer of 1775, July 4th, 1996, July 4th, 1776. Number 8. How long did it take Jefferson to write the Declaration of Independence? How long did it take Jefferson to write the Declaration of Independence? About 2 years, about 2 months, about 2 weeks. Number 9. What word would best describe Thomas Jefferson in this passage? Dedicated, stubborn, obnoxious. And number 10. Who would have said this? Those rebel colonists have sent me a request to make peace. I am not going to read it because the Congress that wrote it has no rights. I say their meeting is not legal. Who would have said that? Thomas Jefferson, the King of England, or George Washington?